In the heart of the savannah, under the mighty shadow of the Nguni Mountains, lay the village of Ijuba. The people of Ijuba were known for their bravery and resilience. For generations, they had lived in harmony with the land, hunting, farming, and celebrating life with the rhythms of the earth. But one year, a great misfortune befell them. A relentless drought gripped the land. The skies were cloudless, the earth cracked, and the rivers ran dry. Crops withered, and animals died of thirst. Famine loomed over the village, and its people began to grow weak. The elders, once powerful in wisdom, could only watch in despair. They offered prayers to the gods, but their pleas went unanswered. It seemed that hope had abandoned them. Among the villagers stood a young warrior named Kwame. He was strong, with a body honed by years of training and battles fought in distant lands. His heart, however, was as pure as the river that once flowed through Ijuba's fields. Kwame was determined to save his people, even if it meant sacrificing his life. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the village in a blood-red glow, Kwame approached the village's eldest oracle, an ancient woman named Mama Zai. Her eyes, clouded with age, still held the wisdom of the ages. Kwame knelt before her. "Tell me, Mama Zai," he said, his voice firm yet humble, "how can I save my people from this curse?" Mama Zai gazed at him for a long moment, her gnarled hands resting on her staff. Finally, she spoke. "The land is parched, and the spirits are angry. The rains will not come until the heart of the earth is restored. You must journey to the sacred forest of the ancestors and seek the blessing of the Great Spirit. Only then will the famine end." Kwame's heart raced. The sacred forest was deep within the Nguni Mountains, a place where only the bravest dared to venture. It was said that the Great Spirit, a massive serpent that resided in the heart of the forest, controlled the rains and the fertility of the land. To find it would be no easy feat. Without hesitation, Kwame gathered his things, a spear, a knife, a water skin, and a small bundle of dried meat, and set off at dawn. He left behind his family, his friends, and his beloved village, knowing that the fate of Ijuba rested on his shoulders. The journey to the sacred forest was treacherous. Kwame scaled cliffs that scraped the sky, crossed rivers filled with swift currents, and trekked through forests where shadows whispered with ancient magic. He encountered wild beasts and survived fierce storms, but his resolve never wavered. Each night, he would sit by his fire, offering prayers to the spirits of his ancestors for guidance and strength. After many days of travel, Kwame reached the entrance to the sacred forest. The trees here were immense, their trunks wide as a mountain's base, their leaves shimmering with an ethereal glow. The air was thick with the scent of earth and life, a stark contrast to the dry, barren land he had left behind. As he ventured deeper, the forest seemed to come alive, as though watching his every move. He felt a presence, the Great Spirit, watching him. Finally, he reached the heart of the forest. There, coiled around a massive rock, was the serpent, the Great Spirit. Its scales gleamed like polished obsidian, and its eyes burned with the power of the storm. Kwame fell to his knees, his heart pounding in awe and reverence. "Great Spirit," he said, his voice steady but full of respect, "I come on behalf of my people. We are dying. Our land is barren, and the rains do not come. Please, grant us your blessing so that we may live." The serpent's eyes narrowed, and for a long moment, it said nothing. Then, in a voice like the rumbling of thunder, it spoke. "Brave warrior, you seek the rains, but the earth demands balance. Your people have taken from the land without giving back. You must restore that which has been lost before the rains will return." Kwame nodded, understanding the serpent's words. He had heard the elders speak of the sacred bond between the people and the earth. The villagers had become too reliant on their crops and animals, forgetting the old ways of honoring the earth and the spirits that sustained them. "I will do what it takes," Kwame vowed. "Tell me what I must do." The Great Spirit's massive body shifted, and it unfolded a tail that pointed to the heavens. "You must plant the seeds of the sacred tree, the tree that grows in the heart of the forest. It is the source of all life. Only by planting these seeds and caring for them will the land be healed. The rains will follow." Kwame thanked the Great Spirit and set off to find the sacred tree. Deep within the forest, he found it, its bark shimmering like silver, its roots burrowing deep into the earth. He carefully dug beneath the tree and found the sacred seeds hidden in the soil. With reverence, he placed them in his pouch and made his way back to his village. The journey home was even harder, but Kwame never gave up. Upon his return, he gathered the villagers together. With their help, he planted the sacred seeds in the center of Ejuba, near the river that had once flowed through the land. The people worked together, tilling the soil and nurturing the young tree with water and care. Days turned into weeks, and slowly, the tree began to grow. As the tree flourished, something miraculous happened. The clouds began to gather in the sky, dark and full of promise. A soft rain began to fall, gently at first, and then in a steady stream. The land soaked in the water, and the crops began to grow once more. The animals returned to the grazing fields, and the people of Ejuba celebrated with songs and dances. Kwame had saved his people, not through force or might, but through understanding and respect for the land. The famine ended, and the village flourished once again. From that day forward, the people of Ejuba never forgot the lesson that Kwame had taught them, that the earth is not a resource to be consumed, but a sacred partner to be honored. And in times of hardship, they would remember that true strength lies in harmony with the land and the spirits that guide them. And so, the legend of Kwame, the warrior who delivered his village from famine, lived on in the songs and stories passed down through generations.